I'm Debbie Homer Davis and welcome back to babylady.co.uk. We have been lucky enough to borrow the sample models of the Egg 2. We did a little preview the other day showing you how amazing it is, but a lot of you have asked what are the differences between the Egg 1 and the Egg 2. Particularly if your baby is due very soon, you may not be able to have an Egg 2. They just may not be here soon enough for you. I know that we do have some offers on the Egg 1. So what are the major differences between them and why would you buy one over the other? So I'm going to try and cover that today. It is quite a big topic. Hopefully we won't go on too long, but I will show you most of the differences and you can then decide for yourself which one you prefer. So this is an Egg 1. I just bring it down from its plinth. This is Country Green, which has been a gorgeous bestseller. I think this is our last Country Green as well. We don't have a box one, I don't think. And this is the brand new Egg 2 in quartz, Zoe's favourite colour. She loves this one. As you can see straight away, the Egg 2 does actually sit 3.5 centimetres higher. Now you can purchase elevators to make the Egg 1 Carrycot sit higher, but you'd have to purchase those as an extra. In fact, if you add the height adapters, which I believe I do have a set under here, as if by magic, they will actually make it higher. So it will actually come up overall higher, but you won't be able to use height adapters on the new Egg 2. But as standardly, you can see that the Carrycot is higher. So Carrycot mattress sizes. Let's have a look at the size of the mattress. They tell us that the Carrycot in the Egg 2 is bigger. So let's have a look and see how much bigger it is. It's still nice and padded. When I was doing the video the other day, the comparing to us, I thought it was more padded, but I don't actually think it is. But let's have a look. So it is a little bit bigger. And if you can see that, I've got that at the end here. Just make sure I've got it toe to toe. Pop it down. So it is a little bit bigger. So when we look at our Carrycots, obviously we know our mattress is a little bit bigger, so our Carrycot will be a little bit longer. Also, I think you should be able to see from here that the hood comes slightly further forward on our new Egg 2 than it does on this model. And then the biggest difference, I think, overall for this will be the ventilation that comes on the new Egg 2. So there is this gorgeous ventilation panel at the back. When you take the Carrycots off, again, they are different. So to take the Carrycot off an Egg 2, there is a handle at the back like this, which you just lift. It's very easy to do. To be fair, to take the Carrycot off the Egg 1 is also very, very easy. I never had a problem with this. 2 buttons here and you just squeeze and lift. Again, it's very, very simple to do. So let's have a closer look at our chassis now. Chassis, this is probably where the biggest differences lie. Egg may not agree that there are other differences elsewhere, but I think this is one of the biggest differences. So the handle heights. The handle on the Egg 2 comes up to 111 centimetres. Now I have got my tape measure somewhere, and I think this is 109. I'm sure when we did our video the other day on the Egg 1, it is about 109 centimetres, but let's have a double check. 106, and that one is 111. Yeah, so just see if that comes up in there. 106. So it is higher. If you have a taller parent, obviously that is going to be very relevant for you. It still has the 5 position adjustments, so you can adjust it right down. The lowest position isn't as low as on an Egg 1. So the relevance of this is that if you are quite a petite person, actually the Egg 1 may be slightly better for you, just because it is a bit neater, a bit smaller. But for most people, obviously the Egg 2 will give loads of different adjustment heights. Now, if we have a look at our wheelbase, here we go. So generally, our wheels are a little bit bigger, both front and back. They have True Ride technology, so they're still going to be absolutely beautiful to push, and they are puncture proof, so you're not going to end up with the punctures. And I love the new aesthetics in the wheels. They will still push as beautifully as ever. I love the little tread as well that they've put on the new Egg 2. It's just a tiny little detailing, but it is lovely. So our brake system works very, very much the same way. Pump on, pump off, come off exactly the same as before. And to take our wheels off, again, is exactly the same as it was before. Push a button in the middle and we can take our wheels off. These had a 2-spoke wheel. The new wheels have the 3 spokes, which is aesthetically very nice to look at. So if we turn it round to the front, you will see from the basket size, new bigger basket. So on the Egg 2, we do have a 21 litre capacity basket. It is bigger than the Egg 1, but the Egg 1 has a smaller profile when it is folded. So let's have a look at both of these folded up and we can compare them. The fold is the same, so that you still turn the handle to the bottom like this. When you fold the Egg 1, the handle will touch the floor, only on the edges, but it does actually touch the floor. Only on these little rubber pieces here, but it will touch the floor. If you turn the wheels round like this, it does actually freestand, but you can see it's very compact. So on the Egg 2, again, to fold our handle, we push the handle to the floor. You can see now that handle doesn't touch the floor. That's part of the new design of the Egg 2 chassis. To fold the chassis up, handle in the middle, and you will see that there is a catch now at the front, and again, that will freestand. So let's have a look at these lying down and get our tape measure out. We have done a series of videos previously in the back of compact cars, and we will do our best, obviously in the limited time that we have these, the new one here, to record some videos. But there's not a huge amount of difference in the size, but the Egg 1 is a tiny bit more compact. If you've got a really tiny boot, that may make a slight difference, but you can see side by side, it's not a huge amount of difference. So the Egg 1 measures about 58.5 centimetres. Egg 2 is about 59 centimetres. I mean, there's about half a centimetre in it. It's slightly higher when it's folded. That one is probably about 30 centimetres. That's about 29, so it's about a centimetre, and it is slightly shorter, as you can see here on the end. Let's measure that. Is that the end? Did you say that's the end? So that's about 77 centimetres. And we will put the measurements, we'll get the measurements from Egg and put the proper measurements up as well. I would say that that is 77 centimetres. It is a little bit longer and it's a little bit higher, but yeah, it depends on the size of your boot. I think that the Egg 2 is still going to fit into most size boots. So to pop them back out, again, a difference here, new catch on the front, you can pop your wheels back out, and a handle release on the top, which is the same as the original Egg 1. And on the original Egg 1, your handle release is underneath like this. Again, just slide your wheels out and your handle up. I think the release mechanism is slightly easier, but it's not difficult on either, to be fair. So we're going to move on to the seat units now, where there are quite some big differences. So we've put both of the seat units on the Egg 1 and the Egg 2. We've popped in the quartz on this one, and obviously we've got the country green here. And I think you can see, and the reason I've put them world facing to start with is because you can see quite easily from looking at them that the seat unit on the Egg 2 is significantly bigger. It's actually 9 centimetres overall bigger. So there is quite a lot of extra room in this one. So if you are expecting a larger child, obviously that's going to be very, very relevant to you. So also, if we turn it round, this way, we also have the ventilation window as well on the Egg 2. The Egg doesn't have a ventilation window. It still has calf support on both models. This is a 5-position adjustable calf support, and we still have our secret, so is this one, sorry to come in front of the camera, adjustable, and we have our secret pocket. Secret pockets, both of them have secret pockets. I think the secret pocket might be a tiny bit bigger. I mean, there's not much in it, to be fair, on both of those. But as you can see overall, if I put our hood back, you can see that this seat unit is a lot bigger. If we measure this from the bottom to the top of the seat unit, That's measuring 52 centimetres. This way. I know this one's going to be longer, because you can see straight away that it's a lot bigger. It does also have a new additional head support piece, which is included in the new Egg 2 as well. A little bit more padding. Put the brake on before you try to do this. Let's have a look. Okay, so that one is measuring about 58-59 centimetres, so you can see it's significantly better, significantly bigger rather. And your seat to front to back is about 25-26 centimetres, and this one is about 24.5. So yeah, you've also got a little bit more depth in there as well. Both of them still have the gate opening bumper bars, which are really easy to do. If I can do that from there. Swing in. So both of those are exactly the same. And then obviously our hoods. On our Egg 2, we also have a slightly, turn them this way, a slightly more prominent hood that you can see comes slightly further forward in that. Now the harness adjustments are one of the big changes to the Egg 2. So our harnesses are all threaded in here. On the original Egg, to adjust your harnesses, you do actually have to thread the harnesses in manually, back through the front here. You actually go up inside and just thread them, you undo them and poke them through. On the Egg 2, you do have this special pocket behind here, and you just lift it and you can actually adjust your harnesses from there. If I do that while you're watching, you can adjust them from there. Really clever, very, very clever feature, I think, on that. Both seat units all come with aprons, and both are rearward and forward facing. Both are brilliant products. Obviously the Egg 2 is going to sell really, really well. Some people will prefer the colours. On the Egg 1, we do have some offers on some of the ones that we have left, so do get in touch if you're interested in those. But a lot, does depend on people's personal perception. What we wanted to do here is try and compare the main differences so that you can make an informed choice. We hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, do message us via any of our normal channels. If you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to our channel, because we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's quite important to us, and we would really appreciate it if you do subscribe. You can also see some more of our informative videos. Thank you for watching today.